So what does this look like? I'm just trying to set up the camera. Bring a little color, take off a little contrast, bring a little brightness. Too much bright. So what happens if you would... It's not me. Okay, I'm setting up here. I'm just setting up, so just give me a minute. So what I'm writing right now is 7, 11 void. 7 dot is only what is 16, 91, 19. As 76 times 76 equals to 5,776, to where 577, all the numbers tell a story. Oh, here comes the cat. Just give me a second. Okay. May the source be with you. May the source be with you. Let me see what this says. Jesus said to them, truly I say to you, in this world, when the Son of Man will sit on his glorious throne, you have followed me, will and sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Revelation 10. And you have made them a kingdom and priest to our God, and they shall reign on the earth. And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. And I'm just reading that because, I don't know, somebody sent it to me, and I really don't know what they're trying to say. All right, please explain. So my cat is like sitting here on the desk, turning around and trying to figure out, like, where should I lie down to interrupt? Oh, and now you're yawning, like you get up there, and now you're taking a bath. See, there's nobody watching right now, so it's not going to start, and I'm going to mark it at the bottom when it starts. So you're taking a bath? What are you doing? Yeah, so the first thing I like to start off, now that we're 5 minutes fooling around into this video, I think I left a piece of paper in the car, I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't. Wow, I didn't. Are you interested in that paper too? You just can't leave anything alone, eh? I gave her a little shave. I started today. It's a little bit of a rough copy. Hold on a second. This is a rough copy shave of my cat. Okay. So let's see what I wrote down today. I wrote LGBT, and with LGBT, what is on the inside is G and B, which is the gates, the B gates. When you have the B gate, okay, or 20, why would 20? Would it be 2 10s? Would it be, hold on a second, I got to write this down. I have to understand why is 27? Because it's 27 is created by 6 times 3, 6 plus 3 equals to what is 18, equals to what is 09. Like in the word bird, you would have those 2 letters. It is in between 2 and 4, the vibration between 2 and 4. And hold on a second, like can you get any more? You see, these are eviction papers, my eviction. So I'm going to take it one step further, try to make a deal, but I'm taking it to repeal. So here we go. Okay, we're ready. Let's see. I want to check out Odyssey. I need to check out my Odyssey channel. How do I find it? Just one second. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here. Okay, it's showing this. Okay, it shows 12 people watching, but now it shows 13. But nobody shows up on maybe, and nobody says anything, so I'm never sure what it is. So. You're so cute. You're so cute. You're so cute. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. You're so cute. I don't know what it is. What is it with a cat? Do I have to pat the cat? I have things to do. I mean, I didn't pat the cat much today. I really didn't, you know. Here's the cat. And I know this is not supposed to be about cats and stuff. I know. And you have no time to waste. So, Mr. Cat, you used to love it so much on the chair. Please, Mr. Cat, can you stay on the chair? Okay. Let's try and get serious. So yes, I worked on, what do I do for those of you, and there's nobody here, but for those of you whom know what I do, and for those of you who are new here, I will try to explain what I believe I do. This is what I believe I do. Just one second, let me move my screen over. What I am actually doing to begin with is finding pieces. All the pieces in the world. What pieces? What are you looking for? Well, we want to know time. So I write down time, T-I-M-E. But I also notice I can write I-T for it, the word it, and I can also write me. I can also write M-I-T-E, and then I can multiply it by 2. Or maybe I can count it to a single digit and count the whole word and triple it up. And these are laws. These are laws from the game of Scrabble. So I now find my equations and rules and regulations in games. If you want to talk about hockey, you want to talk about the hockey puck. The puck, if the puck was square, right, and after hitting it around, it'll turn round. It's always turning round. So the puck, in order to get it, if it was square, you'd be going straight lines. So you have, if the puck was square, okay, and I know I jumped off of what I do, but I'm going to finish with the puck and try and remember, unless somebody wants to write down what I'm talking about before. So if the puck was square, I would have to create 4 cuts. Now, if the puck was round, all I'd have to do is drill. I just have to drill a hole. So things that drill holes are what I like to call is the torus. It's also what they call a bit, like a drill bit. So now that we have the word bit, because these are common words we use throughout construction. When you're drilling something, it becomes a bit. Now you can go a bit or a bit and piece, but usually bits and pieces, meaning more than one. And once the S is involved, pending on the word and pending when it ends, because when the S comes after a T, it's not the same. In the word eight, if you would say 80 or 60, in the word six, to say 60, I need the TY, or 50 or 40 or 30 or 20 or 90 or 80. Not 80, not 80. 60 and 80. 60, I need the TY. In 80, I already have the T. So all I need is the Y. So when I come into the word bits, okay, even though this is not a word, but I can go bitty, like itsy bitsy, right? Would it be bitsy like that? Instead of a TY, it's an SY. Instead of time, it's spirit. If I wanted to meet over here, if two darts needed to meet over here, one dart would have to go here. The other dart can go over here. Otherwise, the two darts would hit each other. But anyways, I don't want to talk about that. So now we have the word bit. So for me, the bit is, I'm not really sure what I should do with it. Where does it start? I think it starts over here on this number. In order to get to these two combinations, right, it starts here. For those of you at the first time here, all you have to do is star system math. One of them brings in an X, and the other one brings in a plus sign. And the reason for this is in order to create the plus sign, and I should have did it, is I have to draw on line and in between the lines, in between the boxes. But an X, I can put it in a singular box. You want to be able to make a design in its smallest form, micro to macro. You only have to go so far before the form actually repeats itself, just like Fibonacci. You know, in Fibonacci, it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, right? But I don't count this anymore. This number will become 4. So now I'm going to go 4 and 8 is 12, becomes 3. 3 and 4 becomes 7. 7 and 3 becomes 10, becomes 1 and 8. 8 and 1 is 9. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. And 9 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 9 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 7 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 6 is 10 is 1. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 and 5 is 2. 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 2 is 1 is 9. 9 and 1 is 1. 9 and 1 is 1. And we start over right over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Is that 26? I think I made an error. I don't think there was 26. Right? 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 8 and 4 is 12 is 3. So it's 25. And our division, one of our divisions comes right over here. This is where one of our divisions shows up. And the reason for that is these dice cube. If I had to create a design, okay, if I had to create a design, I'd call this area 3 and this area 4. If I had to create the next part of the design, I would call this area 2 and this area 5. And if I create the next part of this design, I would call this area 1, this area 6. When you connect them together, it's 7, 7, 7. So U is what you get between 3 and 4. So if you want to, I don't know if it's going to work like this. Let me just see if I can split these apart. Yes, I can. Okay. So this would be the shaman coming out the center. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. I think we just got a cat plugging in on us. How you doing, Mr. Cat? Hey? How you doing, Mr. Cat? Is there a reason you're coming here? Do I not give you enough love? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't give the cat enough love. I don't. I'm not here enough. And then when I'm here, I'm with the crowd, you know, I'm doing these videos. And now every time I do that, she just wants to do that. Eh? How you doing, eh? The more I rub you, the more you want to wash yourself, right? You're going nuts, eh? You're going nuts, baby, eh? Okay, now give me my space. Come, give me my space. Come on. Come on, give me my space. Come on. Come on. I know. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, alive. Oh, 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 oh. That's my little tiger. Okay. So, 3 and 4. Number 1, the third letter is C. The fourth letter is D. Now, notice how D ends here and R ends here. No, okay, now when it comes to TH, 5 times 4, 2 times 4. This one I do not get in here. It becomes, I think, 1.33 when it gets divided. I'm just thinking around, you know. And this one, this is Resh. This is when all 3 worlds come together. The 18th letter. That is what will create this. 3 times 6 is 18, and then it creates its Pythagorean number, which is a single digit equaling to 9. They are what is the B gates, 2 and 7. L, it's supposed to be LGBT. These are the letters. So I'm going to go BGTL. I'm going to have to think about this because don't forget, you have EE in this world. Why EE? Because it's GE, it's EL, it's TE, it's BE. It's an E world word or combination. That's what these are. These are the families. This is what I do. I come out and I present to you, okay, what exists, what already exists in the this world. The IR, like in bird, comes back in. This is your gates. This is one way to create it. And 9 times 3 equals to 27. All the ways to get 27. Knowing that half of 27, right, is the letters M, the letter E created by AC. See, it says ACM. Or how about, have we heard this before? AC me. How about Acme? Okay. Or Ahmed. Ahmed. Because the AC will create the D, in which the M, right, or AC med, when it's the M is the 13th letter, 1 and 3 equals to 4. Matter and energy. 77 and 74 coming together equals 151. Now, I want to just get back to the dice. There's just so many things going on for me. I see everything that's going on here, and just to note again that the number 3 and the number 4, okay, like I said, they're the inside. They are 55 apart. Between the 2 and the 5, it will be 155 apart. And between 1 and 6, it'll be 255 apart. What does that mean? In order to go from here to the center here, where center area is 3.5, okay, the reason I go 55 is because I believe that 55 would bring both sides together. Can I say, can I look at it like this? 1.5 or 55. You see, when I bring this side to this side, if there was any area space that had to be covered up, right, this would be the area space that would be covered up right here. I'm not sure if I can show this right. Eventually, you'll probably create a letter. But when we go from here to the center here, okay, we're not going to just go over here. We're going to go onto this side over here because we need to get all the way onto this side. Not exactly sure how the design goes, but that's my premonition when both sides come together to meet at 55. And that 55 is more or less, you have to do it this way. Because when it's coming from this side, it'll do this. When it's coming from that side, it'll do that. Otherwise, they hit heads right over here. Nothing gets to the center. The question is it mixing around the pole? Mixing around the pole. Electric company, 3.5. 3.5, 1.5, 2.5. To actually get to the center, 3.5 plus 1. 3.5 is the center. 1.5 plus 2. 2.5 plus 1. This one is plus 0. Okay, this one is plus 0. This is 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. So now we make the center of the dice. Now we can see where the 1, 2, 0 goes. Okay. And I'm just going to do this. The diameter of the moon creates that. Earth, Mars, electric company. This is the cube. I think I got a fly on me. Okay. I'm a little sleepy for some reason. Just have to check if anybody said anything. Nobody. 13 people. There's no way there's 13 people watching. There's 13 Robocops because no one's saying a word. Help me out. The numeric value 151 is also not the same as what would be. First of all, this combination would be this, the end of this combination. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 4 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. They are the reverse 7 on this cube. I'm going all over the place. That's the way I work. I hope I don't go all over the place. This number over here is the dia, the diameter, okay, of the moon in miles. It also is 60 for orange, 21 dots on the cube. I do not know any words that total 21, but I'd like to make a program. Again, when we speak about this, it's because we are in the house of DC. And what, for me, if we have 6, right, we have 5 and 1, 6, is only because the word H8O15, which is 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. U-S-E 21. And these two are going to say egg. But anyways, let's not go there. 19 and 05. 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 68. And when you go to PLA net, right, like the net minder, like the 6th player in the game of hockey, right, the number 1 goalie, is it the 6th player or the number 1 goalie? which one is it? Because that's what happened. Is number 6 or number 1 is the goalie? That's what you're going to look at, right? He's the netminder. 39 and do I have 29 here? 39 and 29. Birth and creation. Through the sun and through the half world. Sweet 16. Because that's the complete world. And 1 and 6 is what creates what is the seventh gate. O-N-E equals to numeric value 34, but it equals to 34 as 15 and 19 equals to 34. OS. You can also say it's 50 using square paper, right? And if you take a look at the 5, this bend on the 5, especially if you give the angle, it looks like it's going down. See the way it looks like it's dropping in the back? Every time you make a bend or a fold, okay, if you were drawing up blueprints, let me see, like the letter L. Can I use the letter L? No, actually, I like to use the number 7. Here's a 7. It looks like it's going around the corner, you know, right? And then this side drops off. That's the number 7. And also number 7 you can take the number 7 and then finish it back up there. Or you can take the number 1 and do that. And then if you want to stretch it out, you can just take the number 1 and do that. Now what you can do, if you took number 1 and you took number 7 and brought it back together, that's what you'd end up here. And that would be the vortex of Tesla, right? It would be more or less, I think, I'm not really remembering. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I get that right? 9. 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just trying to think. Here. 1, 2. Where did 3 go? Oh, right. Right. Hold on a second. 1. Okay. No. That's not what it is. 1, 4, 7, and this would be 2, 5, 8. That's what it would be. If it would be on the Tesla numbers, the vortex numbers, that's what it would set up. 1, 2, and then 3, 6, 9 would be here. Where is it? Here, and then I think here. Was that the way it would work out? Anyways, don't want to talk about that. I got to stand up for a second. If somebody has a question for me, go ahead and ask me a question. I'm going to try and remember what I'm talking about. For those who don't know why I'm standing up so often, is I have a sort of injury. I have a 9 millimeter cut, ripped tendon. My apartment is I'm getting evicted because I didn't accept the 50% rent increase. So they decided to tell the housing that they want to subdivide my place. When there's 6 other rentals, they said because it's in the front and it's so easy accessible, we'll take the guy who's here 17 years and we'll just throw him out while everybody else is here 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So anyways, I'm contesting it, but if there's someone who likes art, who believes in what I do, hey, Elizabeth, how you doing? Who likes what I do, I should and I haven't. I'd like to raise $2 million and buy the building, although I'm quite sure if I walked in here with $50,000 tomorrow, he'd probably let me keep my place. But I think we should save it. I think what I do, and there's something I found today, I don't like to say it, but on Facebook, there was oh, wow. Well, that's crazy. It's just crazy. What, you don't have to tell me exactly where you live, but you can tell me like from about where are you? So you're a BETH. You're an Elizabeth, right? I'm not doing, Fred Red. I do know that Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is now telling a story, and my cat is back on the table again. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're on my prayers. I'll tell you one thing, the other side of the mountain, oh my God, maybe I should come down to Miami. I've been wanting to get away for a long time, but with all these crazy rules out here and regulations and so confusing. But really, we're living right now, this entire world is what I call zombie land. Zombie land. Those who are egotistical, finding and looking for what is the material item, they call it cash, whole card cash. Everybody has become for themselves, not realizing what's going on, but yet are we going to starve? The good fight, I believe the good fight starts in everybody's heart before anything happens. The more I believe that each and every one of us knows that this world we live in base was created before man was put here. This is not a Darwin thing. This planet that we live, or at some period of time when they created words, how smart were they to be able to put it on this thing over here? That they were able to give me the backgammon double up dice, and they're able to give me the regular dice. And all the games that are out there, I don't do them all, I haven't done them all, but I'm quite sure they all fit. And even language, person, place, or thing. How we should do our mathematics in what order. Who gave us this directive? That these directives, okay, and the equations of the game rules or game set plan, and you can change all rules, okay, as long as everybody is happy. So I use their games. And I add equations from other games into other games. Now one of my new things is the 3-star selection. Now, if we have a 3-star selection, is there such thing as a 2-point star? Is there such thing as a 4-point star, a 6-point star, or an 8-point star? What constitutes a star? Well, I do not know. So I am going to say the 3-point star. And backwards star is rats. You dirty rat. Yeah, you dirty rat. You dirty rat. You dirty rat. So now I have dirty rats. And in the word dirty, right, it also starts with dimanche. I just want to show you how I'm spreading things. This is for Sunday in French. 49. 49 equals to 8. 49 equals to green. Now we have to calculate yellow. And then we have to take a little bit of blue. And now we have green. So it took 92 and 40 to create what is 49 green. Now, if you have green, you must have a set. You have a green, you have a red, and you have a yellow or orange. Now, if you have yellow or orange, I say we have the chicken and the duck. We're going to use it at that because chickens have yellow feet and the duck has orange. So we have 92 and 60. which equals to 62, the two of them together to a single digit, 152. 152. Wow. Mars, Earth coming together, but they're coming together, okay, through the pull, through the spirit. This is the third range. So I'm not hold on a second. I have to sneeze. Okay, now I take that if God is a personal connection to us, I must continue on my path. Since I'm matching everything, I must use my path. And it's working. It's been working for the last few years. Everything is exact. What I find in front of me is a word. I hear it. I say it. You hear me say it. You can look it up in the dictionary. You can find a definition. Can you tell me what color each letter is? So we have the yellow, the green, and the red light. We have yellow. Sometimes it's orange. Yellow's 92, orange is 60, but bing bang. Everybody jump in the pool. And in pool, there are 15 balls. You know, 15 is not like, it's not like 14, right? It's not like 13 also. See the way we had to add teen? Here it's 13, teen 44, 1355. In these two words, both in 13 and 15, we completely change the word. 10, 11, 12. 13 is a little bit different because it's the beginning of the teens. It's one of the first teens, and the 13th letter is the letter M. The letter reverse is N. They're on the two sides of the alphabet, and in between is the sun. Sun is coming from this side, going into this side. This is the moon. Don't ask me why, but I'm going to tell you in a minute. And it's the moon because L and M and N and O come together. When this 14th and 15th letter come together, it becomes 3.14159265. 1 and 4 is 5, 1 and 5 is 6, and this equals to 29. This is the reverse, becomes the 12th and the 13th letter. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 2 equals to 5. 13, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3, equals to 4 plus 3 equals to 7. The numeric value for moon is 57. The numeric value for Heinz is 57. And Heinz, when you spell it, you will take, and that is Heinz. You have an H. Let me see an H. Here we go. Let me see an I. And here we go. Let me see an N. And here we go. And let me see a Z. And now we have what is to be Union Jack. 73.25 equals to 98, and the 17th as the gateway. How do I get this? 7 and 3 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 and 5 is 7. That's how I get it. I bring it down to the basic. But in reality, union will be the cube. I do not know all the words. Jack can be the heart of Earth. But if it's not the heart of Earth, the reason for that is Jack is number 25, but Earth is 52, and so is its heart. So since it's the reverse, doesn't mean something different. It's just like almost like me saying in some actualities, 25. Are you telling me I have 2 5s, or 52 I have 5 2s? Do I have 2 5s or 5 2s? Although it's still 10, it's not the same. Ooh. Yes, I was doing the Mona Lisa number 7 on my hand today. I have a dilemma in my life. Some of my friends don't like my other friends or don't want me to spend time with other friends. Isn't that really weird? Don't spend time with the other friends. You want to do something? No, but don't go with them. Okay. Yeah, I had to say that. By the water in Miami. By the water in Miami. Now, listen. You got a printer. Put some of that green stuff in the printer, right? And print out some stuff and tell them this is my paper Bitcoin. And just know that with all my heart, you can cash this in. But right now, take it, put it on the side. And instead of me owing you, I create a coin. Here, hold the coin. Hold it. I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. You know, you sign it in your, I mean, we should have a certificate that says, you know what, I can sign. Oh my God, there's a fly on my screen. Hold on a second. Give me a second. I'm going to get a drink here. One sec. One sec. Shut the door. Okay. So let me back up a little bit. Yes, I believe, I don't want to believe in these things, that things that buzz are controlled within the vibration. And according to that, when you squeeze them, most of their squishy stuff is actually like lubricant, and it just keeps them buzzing, making that buzzing sound. Secondly, that if you go, hold on a second, I'm going to just tell you where I get some of my information from. All of my information comes from online. Anybody can search it. What is the hertz or vibration of a fly? The frequency of a fly, the physics fact book, hyperbook. Okay, some midges move their wings 1,000 times a second, 200 hertz flies 1,000, and this is what's happening when a fly comes into the room. So we don't have to nothing, but if I'm in this game that I'm creating, I need to understand how the fly can either help us, disturb us, or none of the two. To each his own. To each their own. Zap 26, 27, and 16, 43. Zap DC. Why? Why are we zapping? What's happening in the middle of the cube? If that cube was inside of here, every time we'd have some sort of thought, we are going to get zapped. This is the receiver. And the processor. I believe this is a movie for entertainment purposes only. All my information can be found online. Some of my information comes from the baseball game. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch is the action pitch. It's going to be a ball or it's going to be a strike. And when it's a ball, it's a pitch. And when it's a strike, it's a pitch. So you pitch the ball, and your pitch either gets to be a strike or a ball. So that's one of my questions right now. So you throw the ball. You throw the ball. But in baseball, you say you pitch the ball. So if you pitch the ball, that means if you get a strike, it becomes a ball strike. BS 219. Okay, in the House of Venus Spirit. Okay, AI. Or it will be a ball. Because you took the ball, you threw the ball, and it ended up to be a ball. Hey, so if you threw the ball and it ended up to be a strike, that would mean an X. But if you threw the ball and it came and the umpire says it's a ball, the umpire saw the ball, called it a ball, the umpire's not blind. So the thing about bats, right? Because the umpire's not blind. When I watch Bugs Bunny, there's that umpire. No, I'm a bat. No, I'm an umpire. No, I'm a bat. So the umpires in baseball, he's sometimes blind. He calls balls strikes. So he calls balls. He calls a BB, okay, which is a 22. Now, the 22nd letter in the alphabet is the letter V. The reverse is the letter E. One is 0, 5, and 22. So 22 is also for the word ape. The reverse of 22, okay, is 55. Well, obviously, if it's 5, it's 55. So the reverse of 22 is 55, where each 2 is a 5, right? I'm going to jump off. I just want to go to something else and come back real quick. In French, because I do this in English and French, and I lose myself half the time. In French and in English, I have a pattern. I find the differences, and I create my equations and understanding through those differences, or I divide my video up. In French, you will say for first, premiere. So when all the movies come out, they call them the premiere. But what happens to the sequel that comes out? What do they call that? In French, it's deuxième. And after that, okay, it changes. In Premiere, you're not saying number 1. You're saying P-R-E. And anyways, I want to cut the long story short. I'm going to keep it short. In French, the last real number mentioned is 6 and 9. It is a derivative of what is 3 plus 2 and 3 to the power of 2, or 3 times 3, which will equal to, 3 plus 3, which equals to 6, and 3 to the power of 2, or 3 times 3 equals to 9. So every time you mention a number, okay, every time you mention a number, you have to use those numbers. You have to use all the equations, and you have to break them up and try to understand those equations, what the differences are. And you have to find more equations from different places where you got the same numbers. But let's say it's a 4-letter word. The other one was a 5-letter word. So now you have something to work with. Earth and Mars. Well, actually, 4 and 5 is supposed to be the fox passing the sun, but everything is also related to, well, actually, what did I just say? Which numbers? I said Earth and Mars, and it was 5, 4. But the reverse of 5, 4, dictated by the cube, is number 3 and number 2, which is now Venus, Earth. So 3 and 2 versus 4 and 1, and 3 and 2 3 and 2 is the 24th letter. It's your X. Where do I get this information from? The information is at the casino. The information is right here. Let me see. You see that over there? See the X and the Y? See the 11 in between? See the 1 here and the 1 here? Well, when you say ace, 11, and blackjack, okay, when you say ace, 11, and blackjack, it's here and it's here. 16 and 19 and 18 and 21. Save the house. Save this place. We need to raise 2 million. Even though I'm going to contest it. In French. Okay, I want to read the zap fly. 29 is hidden, wrong, misleading. Help me explain that. So when you say 29, thank you for saying that. There's so many things going on, so many equations. Every time you mention a number, depending on context that is going on within my mind, that is how and what, where I will take the situation. Because are you telling me, what are you telling me? On 2 mind and 9 higher thinking. So you're telling me 2 9, or are you saying 2 9s? What is it? Is it two? Hold on, 29 or 9 because here are 9, or here is one number 9, and you said 2 9, so I give you 2 9s. Your English is not so good. Here is one number 9, and you said 2 9, so I give you 2 9s. Your English not so good. I come, I deliver. But these 9s, okay, these 9s, right? 99, they're also flip side to 66. And we have to look at all the keys on the keyboard where they have these 2 lines down here, the 2 lines up, all the stories. I don't know what they all mean. But if you bring them to me, all the people who know what everything means, as I ask these questions, we could rebuild backwards how they put it out here and what it's really trying to tell us. And then we can unlock that computer, because that computer is bestowed in every single one of us. We have the key, and it's right in here by our communication. Not everybody can be involved, because if they said these are extraterrestrials, then those who join are one of them. We are of the higher nature. We are of the higher nature. We are the naturals. So if he's a natural, then there's a lot of X's. Natural is X. Now X is C and W is D. And the reason for this is on a dice cube. First of all, in numbers, when you come to 3 and 4, it's the other side. And when you come to 7, it's the other side. It just keeps jumping back and forth. The roulette table shows you that, but I'll get to that in a minute. I'm not really sure where I'm going, and I'm going to tell you about 99. Now, so we are those ETs because we believed and we stood up for not just a gut feeling, but most of us, when you know there's more, you open that door for another. You're not knocking it down. you're building it up. All those who want to believe there's nothing more and they're right, they're knocking it down. And every time you open a door, you're building another room. Somebody else is going to join the room. Only so many are going to wake up. But at the end, everybody must feel it through any means. This is all about enforcing the spirit on how we are, what our capacity is. Which cell in the computer are we trying to, I don't know what that word is, microsize, like that cutting. I can't even explain what it is. I don't know what it is. But that's who we are. And if you're here still listening to what's going on, does anything make sense that I'm doing? Because this is what I'm going to do in French. I'm going to make it a little bit quicker. I play around. The 9 keys tell me that 4, 5, and 6 are in row number 2. Tell me 7, 8, and 9 are in row number 3. Row number 4 will be 1, 2, 3 again. So on row number 4, you start over 1, 2, 3. On row number 5, it's 4, 5, and 6. On row number 6, it's 7, 8, and 9. And on row number 7, you're back to 1, 2, 3 again. Let me see if I got that right. 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7, 1, 4, 7. But now that I'm taking you down this road, there's a red, and there's a red, and this is a black, and this is a black, and this is the only number that does this. It is the only number that does this. And the game is in roulette, and I'm going to show you that on this board over here, right? This is 9 and 12. Let me see, do I have this properly here? Let me just get the light. Okay. Hold on a second. So what we have is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 is over here. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Hold on. Wow, where did that come from? Where is that coming from? Is that coming from my cat? Hold on a second. I didn't like that. Hold on a second. Just give me a minute. I don't know where these are coming from. If it's coming from my hair or whatever it is. I went to out today. I've never seen that before. Where are they coming from? I can't let my cat out anymore. I can't. It's totally disgusting. I need a cleaning. I don't know where this is coming from. Let me see. Hold on a second. I got to fix this little problem here. There's another one here. Whatever they are, I don't know. Okay. I hope I fixed that problem for now. I know I didn't. There's no way I fixed that problem yet. I have to clean my apartment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. Those who want to. Where's my camera? Anybody want to help the channel out? Feel free. Save this building. We gotta move on. Okay. So where am I? I don't know what's going on. I really don't. We're like these. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. I think it's and these stupid flies. I can't. I'm not letting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to do this, but I'm not letting the door open to the balcony to let the cat out during the day. This land is yours. Land. L and. So when you go to land, right here, is this the one? So instead of saying land, take the first of all, L and D would be bookends. Okay. We can also play the game of words, in which there's many ways to play this game. So you can go. I'm going to do it the small way. Okay. LAND. 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 So you start out with LAN, you have and, you have DLA and NDL. You also have N, then you have AA, and you have LLL, and you have DDD, then you have N, and then you have A. So this is what happens with four-letter words in this game that I created. I don't know. But in this game, what happens is because Mars is numeric value 51, okay, I'm saying that Mars entrance is this way. Although the sun is number 54 and the moon, I don't know why I did that, okay, is number 57, you can go -3 and -6, and that is your CF36 creation, which creates 18R and 09I. This 09I is a slash IA, because if you were playing the game of pool, right, the A would be yellow 1, and the I will be yellow 9 stripe. So stars and stripes, right? Stars and stripes. You cannot stop. What I believe. And I could be wrong, but if it's true, we have to understand it. Water, energy. How many believe there's natural energy out there? How many believe that there's some kind of electricity in the air or something that you intake, right, that hits your blood system while you're breathing and it makes your heart beat? I lost my primary thought. In the air we breathe. I forget what I was talking about, so give me a second to see where I have to. Turn it on. Stop. Turn it on. Stop. Okay. When I say we can't stop, is the IT system. I don't know if that is what it is. 29 and 28. And in roulette, 29 and 28 are both black, with 28 and 31 black. It comes together, creates a triangle, and it shows an angle. And if you design it a little bit more, it'll create, if you want a cube, a building, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yes. So what's coming is what is the most in this entire world. And I don't want to say salt. I want to say water. How much of the human being is made up of water? How much water is per area space? And how much area space of water does a human being take up for the area space density that I occupy right now? So if they stop sharing the information, they must freeze the information. If they keep the information too warm, okay, the information will die out, dissolve. But if they can keep it cold enough to freeze it somewhere, to let the information out slowly, but as they're letting out slowly, it seems like the Arctic is building and it's getting colder. But they've built up to a certain level of information, and the game is not made. Your C drive is full. You must start getting rid of that information or putting it onto a new disk. The moon is full. Watch the 3 next big moons. They are not all the same. The new moon comes. It is information. It is the digital, or the whatever you want to call the original H2O. 00. HT, TH, time heaven. The first time TH begins, it begins at 4th runner up. In French, okay, in French, I started to say before, and we were talking about the baseball, and I'm going to get back to that. But in French, it's just so, there's so much. I wish somebody would just be typing it all out and it would show up on the screen and I can just go, with it and see, and then we can sit and discuss it. So premiere, okay, mier almost sounds like yesterday, okay, pre meaning before. But in the word premiere begins with the letter P, and its first letter is R, 16 with 18. I don't know what it means. I know it's a reflection of number 34, which is DC, which is the smallest, the internal gate around the pole. Just like something that's put a bunch of rocks out here and you're dancing inside that world around the pole. So when I think of that, is the area in the center empty? Therefore, meaning Earth is living on the pole. And that pole, if it's 4 cubes, it would be living on Mars. Because if it was 9 cubes, it'd be so much larger. And the single cube that is there is actually a 4 cube in a single cube. Because the smallest size you can create any cube is 4. It has to be 4. It has to be, actually, each one is a singleton. I'm going to try to look at this as macro, but forget about that. It's in my head, and I don't have an answer for it. I'm going to go get something to drink in the kitchen. I'll be right back. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. All the words with TH in it, all the words with QU in it, all the words. Okay. Wow, it's getting late, eh? I'm not sure where you want me to go with the next piece. I wish I can put my face up there and put my other camera down here. I wish I can figure out how to do that. I have another camera. Can I plug them both in? Let me see if I can do my other camera. I might go. Okay, don't know where it is. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down. First, I'm going to go to back to the 4 letters. If you did it in 3 letters, everything would repeat on the fourth. But what happened, I want to show you. If I do this with 3 letters, okay, everything will repeat on the fourth watch. Like how if I go tab, right? Sorry, it repeats on the next. Tab. This is your creation. Tab. But if I go tabs, I would have to go tabs. Whoops, sorry. Tabs. 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 And then it would start over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would start on the 5th one. Okay, it would restart to be the first and 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then it'd be SBAT. So on SBA and then T again. So the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th. The 1st, the 5th, and the 9th. So that's where your sequence comes. And if you look at that and you go to the French language, this line going this way tells you an accent aigu. Peace and harmony, landmine. You know, I'm going to just stop again. This is what it's going to be. This is what it has to be. I believe that the colors in the world all day today. All day today I saw this. Somebody from a long time ago, David Navarro. Don't know what it is. Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened, but my camera stopped working. Oh boy, you know, whatever it is, you know, if you don't stop, deep breaths, my brother. You know, when I don't look at the camera, I don't look at myself. You know, I'm it's at the moment I'm driving, I'm looking at all the signs on the road, and I'm writing, I'm explaining to you what goes on. I don't remember everything I do. It's just as I go down the road, and as you tell me about the baseball game, the pitch we spoke before, and it can be the pitch in music. I don't know how pitches work. Is it a vibration? So if you do have pitches, in every pitch there is a ball. So we have to understand the word ball. But when you're saying the word ball, when you do the artwork, if we're going to do the artwork on ball, we're going to do BA11. So I just might do 13A11. And I have another equation. I don't remember what it. I shouldn't ate that bread so fast. Throw the ball, 13A11. So when you use A, how do I know you're really not trying to show me the at sign? How did the A evolve into a capital A? Was it the small a, meaning at? At what .com? In what creation? Worlds and moon. Something to do with moon, but it has to do with man on the moon and the time heaven. And the reason for this is because number 13 is going to come into effect if you follow the moon, that the Hebrew male, okay, now I'm going to put male, take no sides. Equals to number 31. The female equals to what is 42. So the female becomes what is the separation of the gateway, and the male is part of the moon. Number 1331, part of the moon, part of man. 1328, 7 by 13. And the reason for this is because the Hebrews say you're a man at 13. The word man is number 28, the separation of the alphabet. At, M at, N-O, in the divided world, because N-O is what pi is all about. And pi, 4 times 4, 4 plus 4, 3 times 3, and 4 times 4 is P and I, pi. That is the inverted cube of 3 and 4, the house of DC, and where house equals to 68, divided by 2, 34, 43, to where planet, lap, planet, equals to what is 29 and 39. Excuse me. Nothing that I do is anything that I do. I'm just like a filing cabinet. You'll give me all this information in the filing cabinet. I see I got a dice cube. I study it. I say, these are scenarios that the whole world couldn't possibly see happen. These are the scenarios that can be understood. I need to speak in layman terms, must be layman terms, for we have no age when it comes to being one of the children of Gotham. Gotham, the gates of Omega, in time heaven of energy and matter. Goshen, Gotham, what's the difference? You know, what's it? Goshen, right? Remember Goshen down by the time of Moses? Broken telephone over time, just a little bit. You think they didn't get a word wrong? You think everything you read was exactly the way it was said or interpreted? Oh, the price is starting at, from this point, from this point on. When things start, when things actually do start, when you have left the gate. So Gotham, sometimes when I speak, there's just that some of the things, they just connect. It's just a hypothetical reality that I mentioned it, but in the word was the reality of gates of Omega. Who is Omega? Who is creating the egg? It is Mars. Creating the egg of 5D, 5 times 4 equals to T. 5 times 3 equals to O. So you have OT coming together in the house of DC through the Freedom Pass. Where does this exist? Well, it only can be in the math. 5 times 4 equals to 20T. 5 times 3 equals to 15. The reverse alphabet is G7, and the reverse alphabet is L12. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4, okay, equals to what is 7 and 12 equaling to 19. Remember, in the game of pool, these are the yellow balls, stripes and solids, 1 and 9. I relate everything to games. Here's what you have over here. Now you have the crisscross creation, and then this creation, whatever the mathematics are. This one will be 35. This one will end up to be 8. And the base, this will end up to be 1. That's the angels of Venus. That's what it tells me. Just inside, just using these 2 letters here. I'm not using this one here. So we have the balls in the strike, and the action pitch is the 6th pitch, because we can have 3 balls and we can have 2 strikes. The next pitch that counts for either, it'll be 4 balls and 3 strikes, but it only can be one of the 2. It cannot be 2 of them. It'll either be 3 and 3 to end it, or 4 and 2. It'll be create through the gate or the rotation in the sun. I don't know what that means, and that a house DC or rotation of the sun. I always use this as rotation of the sun because the mathematics of multiplication and addition create this. 9 and 6. 9 and 6 is 15. 9 times 6 equals to 54. I do not know any other equations, okay, other than what is 27 times 2 equaling to 54. So I have to come up with an equation, right, on how to create this. Not only that, because this is 54, half of this, right, is 13.5 times 4. Matter and energy, it says the ace sun. Matter and energy. And here you have 1, 3, and then you have 0.5 times 4. Because 4 times this equals to 40 plus 12 plus 2. And that'll equal to 54. I'm going to go back for those who have been here long enough. I'm not going to try and jump off of this, but premier and deuxième, okay, is first and second. First and second. This almost says like half yesterday. this part over here, it's a French terminology. Here it's an IEXME. So these two, after this one, it becomes all with this ending. So it's this is different from all the other worlds, all the number ones, right? So it'd be 1, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71. But 81 is not the same as anybody else. These two are coupled together. Okay. In fact, all these three are coupled together, but this one is different than any other. And if you want to look at it, and the reason for 81 is because in French, every time you say like and notice the double E that comes here between the words, right? So when you put EE between a word, it might be telling you, let's think about 30. So this is number 30, okay? 30, and this is 1, but it's 30 and 1. So when it's 81 in French, it's three separate words. 4, 21. That's what it's saying. It's actually saying 4 times 20 is 80, okay? But it's saying 21 in one word. It's saying, it's said this way, 81, but if you look at it, it's actually going to be saying, which equals to 84. I'm not sure if you're going to follow what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it because they do not put the word ET in between. I can connect this directly here. So it might be talking about the entire cube, 21 dot to the 33 void. Sometimes there's a hint to the entire thing, because in 80, it's actually 81. 80 plus 1, but it's not 80 plus 1, it's 81. So I don't know how to mathematically do this. 81 is Venus, and it does not come with ET, right? Or DNA, because the word ET is with. And so if it's with, we're going to have to consider the first initial. The 4 and 7 is energy, area, space, Jesus, time, cross, God, 7 months of 31 days, 30 days, and 28 days. I'm starting to conk out. I'm really tired. It's 1:15 in the morning. Yeah, so where was I? I was in the pitch. I was in the equation. I was showing you the. I don't know. I always say Mars for some reason, and it keeps bothering me that you see the base creation is ABC, right? And you need the birth regardless. You need the birth. Is the birth inside 33? Because 3 to the power of 2 equals to what is that? 9. So you're actually jumping over 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in that situation. The 3 plus 3 windows, okay, equals to 6, jumping over 4 and 5. So you're jumping over the sun and over the foxhole. So you're jumping over 666. I have to say that again. The multiplication of 3 times 3, yes, and the addition's the same way. A plus B equals C. So I just went one step further. Plus D, okay, equals to a 7. So by going A plus B equals C, so I don't have to add C anymore. I'm just going to add D, and that's my 7th gate, the original 4. I'm jumping over between 3 and 4. I'm jumping over 5 and 6. So number 2 is going to fit in between in that scenario. But my count is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. So my last number, okay, it was 3. So that 3, A, B, C, 6, is going to go to what is DJ? 10. So all we're missing is 7, 8, and 9. You have 1, and you have 2, and you have 3. And then you had 4. You jump to 6. So in between this, right, you're missing 4 and 5. And then you use 4, but you don't use 5. And you go all the way to 10. So you take the cubes like this, right? And you say, you know what? We're going to say 10. So if we say 10, okay, if we're saying 6 and 4, 10, you're going to tell us 1 and 3, okay? Now 13 is where you become man, to where you have a bar mitzvah. Remember the IT, 20 and 9, which is 5 times 4, 5 plus 4. The 64 is the reverse. Israel, Zion, 0. And the mathematics will create DC. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 equals to 10, equals to 24, 34, and 14, if you want to go up and down in the scale. So this can also bear into the sun. Only the 5 can split in between, bringing the spirit, making this one 29 and 15, equaling to 44 area space. So we did the 4-letter word. Now, what if it was a 5-letter word? Let's see if it was a 5-letter word for those who were here before. Break, B-R-E-A-K, B-R-E-A-K. So 1, 2, 3. It took 5 times to do a 5-letter word. It took 5 times to create this. And a 4-letter word that we did before, like bark, it would be B-A-R-K, B-A-R-K, B-A-R-K. So it would take 4 before it repeats. And a 3-letter word, see, that's the big thing. Pat, well, it repeats every single time. So this is going to repeat. This is row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, bark. This one is related to the cube. And then over here, this would be Bree, right? The other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B-R-E. Let me see. This was the B-R. Okay, this is the 5-letter word, and it started to repeat over here. Right? You see B-R-E-A-K, B-R-E-A-K. No, B-R-E-A-K, 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 B-R. Yeah, right, on number 6, and this one right over here. What about a 6-letter word? Well, I'm not gonna start with that. I'm just doing with the basics. Let me see where else we are. Okay, so let's finish off with the French language. Yeah, okay. And in the French language, we have, this is first in English, right? Première, deuxième, troisième, quatrième. It's nothing. But when we get to 13th, right, it's a teen. When we get to 4th, it's a TH. When we get to 2nd, it's an ND. When we get the 3rd, it's an RD. Otherwise, at 4th, it's a TH. It's 4th all the way to where you have 9th. Then you have 10th and 11th, Okay, and then 12th. All I'm going to mark them just all as individuals, and then everything changes at 13 because it becomes a teen, and it goes all the way to where it's 16. Ironic that one, the O is the 15th letter, the N is the 14th letter, and the E. This right away tells me about division, okay, in the E world, and this is number 5. You total it, it equals to 34, DC. 3 plus 4 is 7. The 6, which is the invert of the dice, telling me all about the moon, the 19 AI spirit, the one solid going through the stripe, equals to a total of what is 52, as 28 and 24, the separation of center C on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 1 and 6, you create the numeric value, and it becomes the planet house, DC. Divide that by 2 in 7286. There's a lot more equations, but I'm a little tired right now. And if you want to write something down, bark on the tree, bark at the moon. There's, I wish we can. I want to create a program. Need to raise that 2 million. Whatever we can do, save this thing. Although I'm taking this back to because there's some mistakes. Not mistakes. I wasn't listened to. It solely says something in there that I presented it to 2 people, and they said, "Oh no, this guy, there's a mistake in here, right? There's a mistake," and they told me what it was. And anyways, I'm gonna let it go for now. Peace. Diversion tactics, ducks. George Lucas. George, 5775, the golden rotation on the moon, as O and R are a total of 33, as GE for George, GEGE, 5G. There's other things with 5G. I'm not sure if I wrote it down today. Oh, yes, I saw a symbol today, this symbol here on a helmet. And if you take a look at it, it looks like part of the moon. Right, it's supposed to be the R letter, or you can also look at 7J equals to 70. If you want to look at, I'm trying to think, on the ferry boat, it said that it goes from 6 till 10 at night, or 6:22, and starts at 6 again. I wanted to do the Mona Lisa. I'm not going to spend very much time on it. But the basic thing is it's NA, SA. So, and then this one, no, I don't know what they really mean. I'm just trying to, let me just check on this. Oh, no, not that one. Scrabble word finder. Okay, and so we have limo, Milo, Moyle. What's limo? No, that's short for limousine. That's not a real word. Okay, so whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Let me get this back here. So I just want to see. Can you see the floor there? Come on. How many seconds is there different? Okay, it's too dark. Okay, forget it. Okay. Look, Frank Lucas was a rat. The Wizard of Oz, Azazel, Dead Angel. So Mona Lisa, we have this from Mona Lisa. We have what is 13 and 15 to what is 12 and 9. So right away, okay, I'm starting with polarity. The male is the mirror of creation. This is the passing of the moon. The birth comes within here, and my single easy equation in here is 33. That's my single equation. So I'm going to use, and what happens here is that Mona gets a W, and Lisa, Mona, yes, and Lisa gets an X. Two Roman numerals coming together, but only one Roman numeral and replaced by the letter W after. This was a natural. Why? Roman numeral alphabetical 24 and 10, which is that equation 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, Zion, Israel. Everything has to work into the equations. And as I was saying earlier, and I don't want to forget this, it was frozen on ice. The delivery of something, if it's a molecule, it gets frozen. What happens? What happens? How do you preserve certain things? Do you cryovac it? What is happening? They're not putting people into hot rooms. No, they're keeping them into cold rooms, bringing down the body temperature. So they freeze things or temporarily freeze or move things up. But where they're storing them is from, I believe, beneath. And then as they store from beneath, the icebergs rise. And what this is it's information in the aether that is being shared with us, manipulated, coming to us, stored for a day, a week, a month, years before everything starts to crack and melt away. And this is the time period we're in now. This is epic for what numbers say. Mona Lisa. So the word Mona Lisa equals to 28 and 21, equaling to what is the heavens. SA and NA, I'm using that in another word, and it'll be 20 and 15 equaling to 35, talking about energy. Okay. Oh my God, a moil. A moil. What's a moil? A moil is, I think, a rabbi of some sort. Oh my God, let me check this out. Moil. Moil. She was doing her math work, agitated, moistens soil. He tears moiled the letters. His tears moiled the letters. Anyways, I saw it more as rabbi. Hold on a second. I'm trying to, I lost myself somewhere. Okay, here it is. So what happens if you're keeping up to me? I'm sorry for stopping. Is 17 is not like 16 or 15 or 14. It's different because 17 in French is the skip area of where you say 10, 7. So you go from 10, and then you do 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 11 through 16, in which is 21 and 60, equaling to 81. That's Venus coming in. When you're adding up 1 through 10, it equals to 55. How did we know what? Can you elaborate? Okay, so I'm just going to put the camera down here. Okay, where am I? Okay, cube, cycle of man. One is D, one is C, so the polarity. This becomes the king and the queen. So Lisa, as the queen, number 8 of the heavens, okay, as C creation, and obviously from beta 13. I don't know why. Why is it 13? The B, the design, the artwork of B, which you can also look at it as what is I, and then how would you actually create these two? Would you create the J letter to go along to create the 3 is going J, J, and I, equaling to 29? Or in the deck of cards, this will equal to 31. This will become the 11th card in the deck. They instowed the 10 card. This, I believe this card is an ending card, just like 1 and 4 equals to 5, and 2 and 3 equals to 5. Now, we don't need number 5. And then the reflection of 1, 2, 3, 4, reflection of 1 is 9, the reflection of 2 is 8, the reflection of 3 is 7, the reflection of 4 is 6, and then 55. So they all tell you the same story. The thing about 1 and 9 is what it really is this one lives with this one, this one lives with this one, this one lives with this one, this one lives with this one. And the reverse of the dice cubes are these two. Do you want me to show you? None of what I do is mine at all. It comes from the dice cube. 1, there's 9 areas here. Don't count anything else, just these 9. Because this shows me a singular dot in the center, I presume the singular dot in the center to 9 dots on this area space, in which tells me I got 4 in the corner, which proves to have a minimum of at least 6, showing me the 1 dot in the center. This is the original 7. There is only 7. So what's happening here is, according to the calculator, 8, 7, 6. If this is 8, 7, and 6, then what I must Federation, the letter M for ABC. So what is 1 times 2 times 3 is 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. Although this side does not do what that side does, it's just like that side. Even though this, right, would be 30 times 4 is 120. 120 over what is 6. So it's 20 times the amount. And then it becomes 15 is 135. 6 by 5 by 4 equals to 120. 6 plus 5 plus 4 equals to 15 equals to 135. Matter and energy versus what is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 equals to 6 equals to 6. The total is 12. So now 1 and 2 equals. So 1 is. So there's many ways to look at this. Male, 0.5. Male with female. Female, E-world, 66, the gateway. Whatever design that'll be. This will be 3, 1, 1, 3, 2. Area spaces and squares that I take up. 3 areas here, 3 areas here, 1 area here. Just give me a minute. Four might be the black hole because we went and took time. We took 4 away. Okay, 4 away, and we left from 4 away from 10 equaling to the 60 seconds on the clock. So that when we do have duck feet that are orange, orange is made from red and yellow. So the chicken is in with the duck. So much information. So much information. Mona Lisa. They come together in the name. Mona Lisa. 28. Wow. Mona Lisa, it's 28 black. And Lisa is 21 red. So the black is going to be 11, and the red is going to be 27. So red goes through the gateway, creation. Number 27, the beta gates, the cube is going through the gateway. And the 28 is the cycle of man. O, or the 15th letter in L, is what creates the E world in with Mona. Because Mona, how can I say, what did I do this? Oh, yes, because I only used the first 2 letters, but didn't use the whole name. If I did use the whole name in Mona, hold on, I think Mona becomes 57, and then Lisa becomes, did I get that right? 12, 21. Oh, no, Lisa's 41. I think I did it wrong today. Where did I make that error? Oh, I think I did NASA. 21, 41. Yes, it's 41. Wow. The king, the DNA, and Lisa. Mona's 57 for the moon. The total, it's a natural 98. I have no idea what's wrong with me tonight. Yes, 28 black, 21 red. Hold on a second. Hold on. Mona, the word Mona, M-O equals 28 black. N-A, I did this wrong, N-A equals to, no, hold on. How did I made a mistake. Hold on. Wow. I calculated right the first time. 13 plus 15 equals to 28. N14 plus A1, 15, equals to 43. Really, what equation was I working on that I got 57? It's okay, my error. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking where I was. So, Mona, 13, 15, 29. Oh, where am I getting all these mistakes? 28, 42, 43, DC. 43, number 7, DC 7. Lisa, 12, 21, 41. This one's 41. So 41 and 43 equaling to 84. So buy, sell, pull, ring, Pluto, the cycles in the cube, 3 times 28 equals to 84. 4 times 21 equals to 84. So what happens is you need 4 of these cubes to have 84 dots. But how many cubes do we get to a cycle when we're working on the void? 33. But it's not just 33, it's 22 and 11. Because if it's going around this way, right, it's going to be 4 sides. Yeah, it's going to be 22. But the thing is, this 11, okay, like with this one's up, when the 5 is up, you have the 4 void up, and you have the 7 void down. And this number will go Jesus energy. Jesus energy. Je. And matter. I am. I am. This is English, and this is the letter M. This will create the cycle of creation, 28 and 11 equaling to 39. 10 angel. 1039 angel, if I got that right, 12, 17, 24, 34, 38, 39. Okay, so we got that right. Pluto and Mercury, yes, Pluto and Mercury, 1 and 9. But Mercury is actually not in the game, and neither is Venus, because Venus is Mars and Mercury is Earth. Earth comes into play into Jupiter, and then everybody goes into Pluto, because number 9 swallows everything up, except it does not swallow up number 8. 9 does not swallow up number 8, nor can it swallow up number 2. 2 Venus is of 2 worlds. 2 Venus is 2 parts of 8 of what is the world of Mercury. The center dot, which is being compiled inside the numeric 9, and the numeric 9 for all the faces on the cube, and inside the 9 card, and shown to us on this calculator as 1, 5, and 9, 30, the true 33 this way, 3, 2, 3, 4 vibration in between what is 6, 7, and 8, the king, the queen, and the jack over here. And between 68, which is the gateway, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, create that scenario. So basically, I'm seeing that we live somewhere here. Remember, if we take 4 numbers and 4 numbers and 4 numbers and 4 numbers, we took 16 numbers to create with this 9 numbers. 16 and 9, the letter P, the letter I for pi. Just a coincidence. Yeah, okay, it's almost 2 o'clock. We're going to say goodnight. 22 wins, 2 wins, 2 wins, no losses, 3 wins. But we played in the playoff, and it's 4 wins to the best of 7. When we played in the playoffs, it was best of 3. And with the, when you say the best of 3, only 2 have to win. I say that there's one more piece we didn't finish. And when I'm saying the 1 and 8 is because the 1 comes with the 8 void. When I say the 2 and the 7, the 2 areas come with the 7 void here, and the 2 areas come with the 7 void here. Creating, what happens? You're creating that's what you're creating. So anyways, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Cheers. Good night.